Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 most inappropriate Kidz Bop songs.
Savage love, did somebody break your heart?
For this list, we'll be looking at the most baffling, not very kid-friendly song choices included on these kid-friendly musical compilations. WAP won't appear on this list, as, contrary to popular belief, Kidz Bop hasn't actually covered it. Yes, we're relieved too. What song do you hope Kidz Bop never covers? Let us know in the comments. Number 20, Paparazzi, Lady Gaga. We assume that many Kidz Bop members dream of one day being admired by adoring crowds. And on the surface, this might seem like the perfect song to relay that. However, whoever chose the number may have missed that it connotes heavy undertones of stalking. These lyrics, chase you down until you love me and I won't stop until that boy is mine, don't really scream healthy relationship vibes.
Baby, you'll be famous, chase you down until you love me.
According to the artist, the song is about balancing fame and love and trying to get, quote, the paparazzi to fall in love with her. Many complex themes are going on here, and a kid's album probably isn't the best place to explore them. Number 19, California Girls, Katy Perry featuring Snoop Dogg. Katy Perry wrote California Girls as a West Coast response to Empire State of Mind.
Warm, wet and wild, there must be something in the water.
Seems like a perfectly tame subject for kids to sing about, right? Think again. With references to gin and juice, sex on the beach, and pretty much all of Snoop's verse, there was certainly a lot of editing to be done here.
I'm okay, I won't play, I love debate, just like I love LA.
Even Daisy Duke's Bikinis on Top was deemed too immodest by whoever penned the censored lyrics. Surely the adults were aware that Perry's Candyland wasn't necessarily somewhere you'd want to take your kids?
California girls were unforgettable, fine, fresh, fierce, we got it on lock.
So who wants to break it to them that the popsicle she's singing about isn't the refreshing sweet treat one might consume on a hot day? Number 18, I Like It, Cardi B, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. The Kidz Bop creators clearly put a lot of effort into finding a Cardi B song they could work with. And credit where it's due, this was probably the best choice.
I like going to the Tula. I put rocks all in my watch. I like
This Latin hip-hop number is a catchy celebration of the artist's heritage, and in the summer of 2018, you could barely walk a block without hearing this jam. However, it isn't short on expletives, and Bad Bunny's verse references firearms, various non-kid-friendly substances, and his affinity for Latino women.
Me gustan boricua, me gustan cubana. Me gusta el acento de la colombiana.
Besides that, they stayed pretty loyal to what Cardi B likes rather than changing the lyrics to reflect things children enjoy. After all, we all know how much kids love and appreciate their Balenciagas.
drop the top when in our head.
Number 17, I'm the One, DJ Khaled featuring Justin Bieber, Quavo, Chance the Rapper, and Lil Wayne. Aw, a sweet song about finding the one. Oh wait, no, this collaboration of big names brags about how their wealth, charm, fame, and endowment mean that they could be the one for any woman they want.
I'm the one, yeah. Hear you sick of all those other imitators.
So how did it end up on a child-orientated album? Well, as with many of their song adaptations, I'm the One brings the narrative to the dance floor. Still, whoever was in charge of tweaking Lil Wayne's verse probably could have tried a little harder.
Looking for the one, what bitch you looking at the one? I'm the best yet, and yet my best is yet to come.
Sure, the drug reference was cut and replaced with, when she hears this song, she dances crazy, but we really hope these kids didn't understand the true nature of the lyric, don't make me catch a body.
Don't make me catch somebody, that's for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Number 16, Savage Love, Laxed, Siren Beat, Jason Derulo and Josh685. Thanks to a TikTok trend originating from Josh685's original beat, this song was everywhere in 2020. So we kind of get why they decided to cover it.
Usually I would never even care. Baby, I know you're creeping, I feel it in the air.
However, this proves that just because a track is popular doesn't mean it needs to be featured on a Kidz Bop album. The number is about unrequited love, where the singer keeps running back to the same person even though they know their feelings aren't reciprocated. Not something we imagine too many kids will find relatable.
I try to make you stay.
Almost hilariously, the lyrics about kissing have been censored, but the sentiment remains the same. The most savage thing about this rewrite is that it now makes no sense. Number 15, My Immortal, Evanescence. Alternative rock isn't a genre you'd typically associate with children's music. Yet Evanescence managed to make 2 appearances on Kidz Bop albums. Kidifying the electrifying rock anthem Bring Me to Life just feels plain wrong. But trying to tackle My Immortal, what were they thinking?
These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real.
Both songs are from the perspective of someone in a dark place trying to break free. That's some pretty heavy stuff for youngsters to be singing about and listening to. We're all for teaching children to express their feelings healthily, but lyrics like
Fight away all your fears.
are probably just a little too mature. Don't get us wrong, we love Evanescence, we just don't love kids taking on such dark material.
There's just too much that time cannot erase.
Number 14, 50 Ways to Say Goodbye, Train. In the words of singer Pat Monahan, this song was, quote, a gag about a girl breaking up with a boy and being so immature that the only way to handle it is tell your friends that she's dead.
She went down in an airplane, fried, getting suntan, feeling a cement mixer full of quicksand.
Yet someone over at Kidz Bop HQ thought this would be an excellent choice for their mega pop album. Unlike its source material, the girl in the kid-friendly version seemingly enjoys a fun post-breakup vacation rather than 50 hypothetical gruesome endings. Though she does face several setbacks, such as getting chased by a mudslide and a lion, her break still sounds pretty ideal overall. Also, considering what typically gets censored, we're pretty surprised the word crappy and mentions of the East Side nightclub were left in. Number 13, Lips of an Angel, Hinder. Have you ever properly listened to this song's lyrics? It follows a steamy conversation between 2 exes while their respective partners are elsewhere.
My girl's in the next room. Sometimes I wish she was you.
It's clear that the narrator and mystery woman still have feelings for each other, and the double entendres are hard to ignore. So how did Kidz Bop handle such adult content? Well, they didn't do much.
Honey, why you calling me so late?
Yes, you heard that right. Children are singing about cheating on a partner. We would have loved to be in the room when the group was presented with this song. We can't fathom any alternative explanation for this content, but if you can, you know where the comment section is.
With the lips of an angel.
Number 12, Starships, Nicki Minaj. It's hard to imagine a Nicki Minaj track that wouldn't be deemed inappropriate for this target audience.
I'm on the floor, floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand.
But we suppose a song about defying all odds to fulfill your greatest potential is as good a choice as any. Still, it also contains references to drinking and sex, and repeats several expletives, so the censoring lyricist had to get creative.
Go to the beach, each, let's go get away. They say what they gonna say. Have a thing, clink, have a good night.
The We're Kidz Bop and We're Taking Over alternative lyric is laughable, but we're not sure why the part about paying rent wasn't edited out. How many children do you know who pay bills? Still, Kidz Bop is proof that any song can be about dancing if you really want it to be.
We're Kidz Bop.
And we're taking over.
Number 11, Follow Me, Uncle Kracker. Did someone really find this song about an extramarital affair and think, hey, this belongs on a children's album?
Hey, all you know is when I'm with you, I make you free.
Did these kids even understand what they're singing about? We hope not. Based on some of the lyrics, the meaning isn't exactly up for interpretation.
You're feeling guilty, and I'm well aware.
Mentions of rings and feeling guilty all in the same verse essentially put the writing on the wall. However, some fans believe this song is actually about drugs. Unsurprisingly, that doesn't make its inclusion any more fitting. According to the artist, it indeed has a double meaning, so this is a 2 for the price of 1 in terms of inappropriate subject matter.
Follow me, everything is alright. I'll be the one to tuck you in at night.
Number 10, Cake by the Ocean, DNCE.
Bring out the birthday cake.
Sorry to disappoint the sweet tooths among us, but just in case you hadn't heard, this song isn't actually about enjoying dessert while looking out to sea. Rather, it's about sex on the beach. DNCE didn't clarify whether they're singing about the cocktail or getting down to business. Although if you listen to the words, then it's very likely that it's the latter.
You should be rolling me. You're a real life fantasy. You're a real life fantasy.
Either way, with expletives, alcohol references, and some pretty explicit imagery, we imagine that some parents might not approve of their offspring singing along.
Now we're looking frosting from our own hands. Want another taste? I'm saying, oh yeah.
If so, they might prefer the Kidz Bop version, which offers a more literal translation of the title. Number 9, New Rules, Dua Lipa. Considering that this song is about moving on from a relationship, we're not sure how many Kidz Bop fans can really relate.
One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone.
To be fair, Lipa's advice seems pretty sound, and it's never too early to teach kids how to stay away from unhealthy relationships. Even so, the content of the song is perhaps a tad premature for little ears.
Don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning.
Any mention of drinking has been removed entirely, as has a reference to waking up in your ex's bed.
One, so pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's sad and alone.
Nevertheless, it's still definitely a breakup anthem. You might want to wait until after their first heartbreak before playing this track to your little ones.
Don't be his friend. You know you're gonna meet up with your friends in the morning.
Number 8, Montero, Call Me By Your Name, Lil Nas X. We understand that Kidz Bop wants to make pop music more accessible for kids. However, if a song is explicitly about sex, does it really have a place on a children's album?
Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend.
Not to mention the lyrics about drinking and drugs. Not only that, but their version erases any gay reference.
Singing and dancing with your friends. You live in the dark, yeah, I cannot pretend.
Instead, this is now essentially a song about chilling on a Hawaiian beach.
I wanna sell what you're buying.
I wanna lie on a beach in Hawaii.
Fans were understandably angered by the LGBTQ+ censorship and started a petition to pull the album altogether. The changes didn't go unnoticed by the artist either, who shared the new lyrics on Twitter, much to the amusement of his fans. Number 7, Timber, Pitbull featuring Kesha. There are several interpretations of what's going down in this song.
It's going down. It's going down. Yelling timber. You better move. You better dance.
But with mentions of drinking a lot, partying hard, and various states of undress, none of them are particularly kid-friendly.
I have 'em like Miley Cyrus, clothes off, twerking in their bras and thongs.
The chorus literally suggests drinking so much that you black out. Naturally, Kidz Bop removed those lyrics and replaced them with ones about dancing instead.
Swing your partner round and round. End of the day, it's going down.
Even so, we're not sure just how wild they think a children's dance party can get. Admittedly, this song is a bop, and definitely one that would send you to the dance floor. Maybe they should have included lyrics about staying hydrated at these apparent crazy kid parties instead.
Going down. I'm yelling timber. You better move. You better dance.
Number 6, Love Me Harder, Ariana Grande and The Weeknd, who saw the title of this song and thought it was the right choice for a Kidz Bop album.
Cause if you want to keep me, you gotta love me harder.
The name alone gives it away. Ariana is known for expressing her sexuality through her music, and this one is on the more explicit side.
And if you know about me and choose to stay, then take this pleasure and take it with the pain.
As far-fetched as it sounds, the kiddie version is now about singing.
Can you hear the song singing in my heart? I'll make it known for the first time.
Someone behind the scenes worked extremely hard to censor the song's mature nature, and it's actually kind of hilarious. It's been edited so much that it could essentially be a brand new track. If only they'd thought to change the repetitive Love Me Harder part as well.
You wanna keep me, you gotta love me harder.
Number 5, Lose My Breath, Destiny's Child. Admittedly, we also jammed out to songs just like this when we were younger in total blissful ignorance.
I'm starting to believe that I'm way too much for you.
Evidently, whoever deemed this song appropriate also thought that the lyrics were PG enough too. The major difference is that the chorus of children who interject every now and again. We can only assume that they decided that Destiny's Child was urging the baby boy to keep up on the dance floor. Somehow, they've overlooked the actual meaning behind the breathy sounds between the lyrics. Do you want to tell them that it's not the sound of someone going too hard on the dance floor, or should we? Number 4, Toxic, Britney Spears.
Ralph, are you eating your paste?
With lyrics like, "With a taste of your lips, I'm on a ride," we're not really sure what it was about this particular song that screamed ideal for children. As we've already seen, Kidz Bop loves exchanging suggestive lyrics for ones about dance. Yet someone still scanned Britney's In the Zone album, straight past Me Against the Music, and settled on Toxic.
It's getting late to give you up. I took a sip from my devil's cups.
Sure, it's one of her most famous songs, but hearing kids sing those evocative words is still a bit weird.
Taste of the poison paradise. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic?
We guess that someone at Kidz Bop didn't get the memo about Britney's not a girl, not yet a woman phase.
Enough, this is highly inappropriate.
Number 3, Love on the Brain, Rihanna. Oh, to be a fly on the wall when this song was finalized for the Kidz Bop 35 album.
And I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be love on the brain.
Rihanna's songs are quite racy at the best of times, but this one especially has no business being on a playlist aimed at children. She sings about being consumed by her love for a man that she knows is bad for her.
Got me like, ow. I'm tired of being played like a violin.
To make matters worse, some believed that it hinted at her past relationship with Chris Brown.
Got me like,
Even their attempts at creating more family-friendly lyrics fall short if you ask us. In fact, their edits are only marginally less explicit than the original.
And I run for miles just to see your face. Must be love on the brain.
Number 2, Closer, The Chainsmokers featuring Halsey. Just because this song was everywhere in the summer of 2016, it doesn't mean that it's appropriate for every setting. Considering that the song is about two people hooking up, it needed quite heavy editing to make it more family-friendly.
Baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover that I know you can't afford. Bite that tattoo on your shoulder.
As a result, some of the lyrics no longer make sense and are actually quite absurd. Among the funniest is the way that they've reimagined bed sheets as sheets of paper.
Pull the sheets right off the corner of the notebook that you stole from your friends way back in Boulder. We ain't ever getting older.
It probably would have just been better to skip this song altogether. Also, if you have to rewrite the entire chorus, then you might want to rethink its place on your album.
Baby, pull me closer as we stand against the rover that I know they can't afford. Brush that's just right off your shoulder.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. I Love It, Icona Pop featuring Charlie XCX. Nothing to see here, just some kids singing about crashing cars and watching them burn.
I don't care. I love it. I don't care. You drove your car across the bridge. I don't care. I love it.
I'm Real remix, Jennifer Lopez featuring Ja Rule. J-Lo wasn't singing about her appetite for food.
As good as it gets, cause we've been through the worst times and the best times, but it was our time even if it was part-time.
My appetite for loving is now my hunger pain.
So What? Pink. You know, for when the kids go through their first divorce.
I got a brand new attitude and I'm
In the end, Linkin Park. Kids singing about hopelessness is kinda morbid.
I had to fall to lose it all.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Thrift Shop, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Wans. This isn't just a song about being thrifty, we'll tell you that.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket.
This is really awesome. Yeah, walk up to the club like, what up, I got a hit song.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, That's What I Like, Bruno Mars. Someone took a look at this song and thought, well, let's just change it to stuff that kids like. So they came up with strawberry milkshakes, hanging out in your jammies, and hanging by the fire.
Have a beach house in Miami, hang out in my jammies.
But we all know that this isn't what Bruno's singing about at all. His lyrics describe a more adult kind of evening.
Sex by the fire at night, silk sheets and diamonds, all white.
Look, credit where credit's due, their rewrites are pretty inventive and much of it is hilarious.
By the fire at night, those shiny diamonds, oh white.
They've even changed lines about owning a condo in Manhattan and renting a beach house in Miami. After all, we all know how particular kids can get about property management.
Rental property is one of the best ways to build equity.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.